Welcome to the future of television.
What are you doing with all that?
Doing some special effects. It's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be a film riot.
This video document is strictly for independent filmmakers on a budget. That means poor, but nevertheless really dedicated to filmmaking. The video maker, Connolly.
Yeah?
He is the creator of the internet hit video Losses, starring his brother. Mr. Connolly claims his short film was produced with less than $200. We could not help to observe that he used a Red Epic camera, loaned to him by the awesome Eric. Red Epic for less than $200. We have to land it today. Load up the website.
And now, Tim and Eric.
Diarrhea! Diarrhea!
No, this is Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Eric and his partner Tim have brown epic diarrhea, not a red epic camera. You've got the wrong Eric. That's better. To our surprise, we found no red epic for rental, so we picked up the phone and called Kessler Crane. A very polite employee answered, who identified himself as Tim. No, we did not call Tim and Eric Awesome Show. It was the right Tim, and he stated that Kessler Crane do not rent video cameras to the public. So how did Connolly get it? He's either buddies with Eric Kessler from Kessler Crane and got it for free. That must feel nice. Or Mr. Connolly gave this respected company some advertising in return. Either way, the production cost of $200 is just a myth. Most of the time, Mr. Connolly puts up a good show.
And then the zombies are coming, so you make the noise like a zombie.
But reviewing cameras like Red Scarlet and Canon C300, it's useless. For us. He knows it too.
To even use the camera, you have to buy $1,600, $1,500, that's $250, for $515, for $950. To even be able to use the camera properly, about $16,000.
But who cares really? He must be catering his show to rich filmmakers, elitists, born from elite parents with Wall Street money, who woke up in the morning and decided to be filmmakers. What about the rest of us? Oh yeah, one day you will afford to rent that equipment too. You just have to work harder. I'm sorry. Did we grab this from Michael Moore? The real independent filmmaker is a kid, probably still in school, obviously with no job, but enough money only for peanut butter and jelly for the craft services. This young filmmaker needs to write his vision on the screen now. So in the meanwhile, the poor filmmakers make movies looking like this.
You can call me The Sims. I just got released from the good old Jack H. Hagen Memorial Mental Health Facility.
As you can see, Mr. The 80 Kickass is a talented filmmaker, and his will of making independent movies is there. Unfortunately, the picture looks like crap, and honestly, no major film executive will pay attention to him for that matter. Help us, Connolly. Help us. Will you please make the introductions to some rich corporation who would lend us tens of thousands of dollars in camera equipment for free?
So I kill them all. I kill like 100 zombies. Okay? You just double, triple, make special effects all over. You fill the parking lot with zombies.
Now, before moving to a real solution for filmmakers, we are leaving Mr. Connolly behind, and we apologize in advance if we put him on a spot, as this was a way too long of a rant. That was probably caused by the fact that we asked Mr. Connolly to give us a plug on his show. We wanted him to mention to his fans the latest real independent feature film just released in the past week, Sherlock Holmes. He refused to acknowledge it, and that's fine. We wish Mr. Ryan Connolly the best of luck with his future video-making endeavors, with a polite request to be more accurate regarding the real cost of independent filmmaking. While the short film losses did not cost $200, the long film, feature-length movie, Sherlock Holmes, was produced with less than $1,000, money in a hand. That $1,000 includes all the cameras, sound and lighting equipment used in the process, bought to own. But wait, there is more. In this $1,000, it was also included the plane ticket for the transportation of the director along with his extra luggage equipment to the filming location. Okay, so what is the answer? The filmmaker, the AT Kickass, wants to shoot his next film. In this video, we've heard only plugs for Sherlock Holmes and the mild bashing of Ryan Connolly. The solution is the Panasonic GH1 and its firmware hack, created by the 30-something-year-old teacher and user experience designer and hacker by trade, Vitaly Kiselev. He brought to life the enormous GH1 potential hidden in this little mirrorless DSLR camera. Vitaly also claimed in his last interview that he's got contact with a few guys from Panasonic helping him with the hack, but they all wanted to be anonymous, probably for obvious reasons, like losing their job. We found that to be very interesting. Panasonic GH1 comes from factory with full manual control of exposure, a high-quality electronic viewfinder, metering, zooming, silent autofocus, 2.5mm microphone input, and also image stabilization during video, and more. Due to the fact that it uses the Micro Four Thirds lens mount, there are cheap adapters out there for any lenses you can imagine. Now is the time to go in a closet and dust those old, ultra-cheap manual lenses. They just became high-quality primes.
With a little blood on my face, here, just a little bit. And then slow motion on my face.
If you intend to use an external microphone, make sure your 2.5mm to 3.5mm audio jack adapter looks like this and not like this or like this. So why did we need a hacker for this camera in the first place? 1080 at 24 frames per second is the obvious choice for independents like Mr. the AT Kickass. The problem is that the camera produces mud-looking video footage, which is the official term for footage that looks like crap. Panasonic crippled the GH1 by using AVC HD codec with a poor embedding of its 24p footage in a 60i envelope. The factory settings of this codec does not properly utilize B-frames, which assist in motion prediction. The most important advantages you get after the hack are allowing the use of cheap third-party batteries, switching from PAL to NTSC, removal of the European 30-minute video limitation, enabling all languages, the possibility to shoot anamorphic. Hello, Mr. Scorsese. Increase in camera sound quality. And oh, one more thing to mention. The AVC HD codec only shoots 420 chroma subsampling. While 420 footage looks fantastic, it's not suitable for green screen work. Less colors. This is valid for all cameras, not only the GH1. Guess what? On a GH1, you have the option to change the codec from AVC HD to MJPEG using the in-camera hacked options, supporting 422 chroma subsampling. This feature is usually available only in ultra-expensive cameras, like the ones Ryan Connolly likes to review. Remember him? Now, you can do chroma key removal too, with fancy 3D backgrounds, like he does. MJPEG codec shows 0 compression artifacts, 0 mud, and much more photo-like gradients, tones, and textures. Say bye-bye to garage-looking videos. Let's leave all this technical reminiscence to the flies and bring in the gold.
Come on!
A good product, like the Panasonic GH1, with poor features, can be saved, in this case, by its users. Various hacks have popped up over the internet in the past few years for various cameras. In the case of Panasonic GH1, the hacker, Vitaly, has created a simple way to use a patching tool on the firmware that allows the highest degree of customization, including the most important 1920 by 1080 at 24 frames per second, without the 60i wrapper and without the mud, by lowering the compression rate. In other words, the video files will be slightly bigger, requiring SDHC memory cards with faster speed. You have the possibility to change the bitrate from the lousy 17 megabytes per second up to 100 megabytes per second. That gives you extreme, clean, quality, easy to use, true high definition video.
You make me exactly looking like the new in Cape Fear, kind of like this.
But remember, the higher you set the bitrate, the faster memory card you need to buy. The recommendation is to use SDHC memory cards Class 10. We tested an 8GB Class 10 SanDisk and it proved to be slower, prone to more errors than a 16GB Class 6. This is due to the fact that many SDHC cards are fake, bootlegged by the mother China, and branded with fake sticker, claiming higher speeds. The Chinese entrepreneurs can pull off this scam easily because the majority of the buyers do not have the need to push their cards to their writing speed limit. So, fake SDHC cards equals slow. You just can't tell the difference by the way it looks. The only way to test it is to order one. Send it back if it's fake and order again and again until you get lucky with an original unbiased memory card. The GH1 will tell you which one is fake by giving you this error message. We tried hard to get the error by filming extremely complicated foliage and smashing waves. We did get the error after many tries. It was an extremely rare hunt. Turn the camera off, then on, and you are back in business, ready for take 2. Testing bit rates and cards is gonna be a lot of fun.
Like 1,000 zombies you put on. And when they're coming, you make a noise. Like...
On Vimeo and YouTube, you can find an army of testers. But there is only one hero that needs to be mentioned in this documentary. Mark, also known over the internet as the famous eye patch man. He did loads of testing with great results.
An AC adapter, I don't have it right here to look at, but you can basically plug this into the AC and run it all day long. There's no recording limits to how long you record.
Watching his GH1 videos is going to clear a lot of your time if you want to understand the hack in its depth, even though you don't have to. As a filmmaker, you are not supposed to research on how to hack cameras, but how to use them and know about them. This video document is going to give you the exact details so you can just hack the camera the way we did it, the simple way. You need a couple of pieces of software to apply the hack. Please find all the links necessary in the description of this video. The first is this file, the latest original version of the firmware that you can download directly from Panasonic's website. The other software needed is P-Tool, the latest version, which is available for download on this website. This second file is named like this. The P-Tool program is written by Vitaly, which hacks the firmware to enable features that Panasonic's engineers kept blocked in order to release them on their more expensive cameras, like this. in the past was different, but now the latest version, P-Tool, allows all GH1 cameras to be hacked, no matter of its production date or serial number. Now you need to download some files containing custom preset camera settings from Vitali's hacking site. These files are named like this, where X can be a letter from A to J, each representing a different custom setting. Don't worry, just download the INI files below. These are 4 settings made by 4 different users. We think they're the best. To make it easier, we put together all the INI settings from all these 4 users in this zip file that you can download at the link below. Now, follow this accurately. Put all the files you downloaded together in one folder. Fire P-Tool and click this button. Select the Panasonic original firmware, this file. Now load the settings you desire by clicking one of the green buttons. Now click this button and save as GH1_136.bin. You just created a hacked firmware containing your custom settings. Format the SDHC card and copy the file you just created on it. Turn the camera on and make sure the battery is fully charged. Keep the play button pressed for a couple of seconds. Now apply the firmware and wait until the task is finished. Do not touch any buttons. Done. Feel free to test all the settings and choose the one who fits you the best. We grabbed a Panasonic GH1 off eBay, packaged with 14 to 42mm lens kit and an 8GB SDHC card for exactly $340. Shipping included. Start saving now and you can do the same. Spend a couple of bucks more and get some old manual lenses, a $15 adapter, a tripod, maybe an external microphone too. Tell your cast and crew to bring sandwiches from home and save quickly the peanut butter and jelly money, because the total cost for all this is going to be less than $500. Now you can start making good-looking movies. Vitali and his associates make this hack available without charge, but they do ask for your support.
You missed the face, dude. Throw more now.
Keep in mind that you are messing with the firmware of your camera and that there is a possibility of throwing in it if you make a mistake, like losing the battery power while the firmware is updating. But that is just stupid. Please do not attempt this hack if you are not comfortable with this situation. Anton Pictures is not liable for any damage that may be caused by failed hacking. Finally, mad props to the biggest Ryan Connolly fan out there, Retro Roadshow.
Listen, dude, that's Crow here with a real quick video. Yeah, I'm having fun, honestly, but I'm still learning too, so you guys gotta kind of bear with me on some of this stuff.
Thank you, Crow, for rocking us with the inspiration for this video documentary. Enjoy. This was a document brought to you by Anton Pictures. Don't forget to subscribe and check our channel's documentary section for more engaging content.